The Young and the Restless. One of the most attractive elements for the audience is the unexpected developments in the lives of the characters, especially Sharon Newman. The dramatic story of Sharon and the events that happened around her made fans unable to take their eyes off the screen. This time, Sharon's mysterious disappearance has left her loved ones, especially Mariah and Nick, in a state of confusion and anxiety. This episode is not only a story about the journey to find Sharon but also deeply depicts the chaotic emotions she is facing. Sharon's disappearance began when Mariah realized that her mother was not present at the hotel room in Madison as planned. Sharon's disappearance from the family site without any explanation made everyone fall into a state of anxiety. Mariah was the first to feel the abnormality when she went to find Sharon and discovered that she was not at the designated place. She quickly informed Nick Newman, her stepfather, and began searching for Sharon. During the search, Mariah finally contacted Sharon by phone. However, instead of clearing things up, Sharon further confused everyone when she admitted that she had never been to Madison as she had said. Sharon even hinted at going away and mentioned Sedona, a place where she could find peace and tranquility. But when Nick and Mariah checked the information, they discovered that Sharon had not been to Sedona, leaving them even more confused. What was most worrying was that fans later saw Sharon at a cheap motel in the slums of Genoa City, instead of the retreat she had said. This raised suspicions that Sharon might be dealing with psychological difficulties or more complicated situations than what she had revealed to her family. While Mariah and Nick try to figure out what happened to Sharon, Daniel's friend Tessa joins the conversation to help. Tessa has become close to Daniel and hopes that his previous conversations with Sharon might provide clues as to where she went. However, despite his best efforts, Daniel is unable to help Sharon's family find the right direction. He has no information that can point to Sharon's current location, making the search increasingly deadlocked. The search for Sharon now becomes a race against time, as the clues seem contradictory and disjointed. At this time, Nick and Mariah are not only worried about Sharon's safety but also begin to suspect that there may be external factors influencing her decisions. One of the factors that makes the audience unable to stop following the story is the appearance of the villain Cameron Kirsten, played by Lyndon Ashby. Cameron has a complicated past with Sharon, and his return to her life this time brings with it a lot of anxiety. Cameron, as a pervert and a vengeful person, has caused a lot of trouble for Sharon in the past, and his return raises fears that he may be dragging her into a dangerous psychological game. Lyndon Ashby has been excellent in her portrayal of Cameron Kirsten, making her one of the most memorable villains on The Young and the Restless. With the perfect blend of monstrous and manipulative, Cameron keeps the audience both intrigued and terrified every time he appears. Flashbacks between Cameron and Sharon in the past are interspersed with Sharon's current emotional turmoil, creating constant drama and tension. As the story progresses, viewers will witness Sharon's flashbacks to painful and confusing moments in the past. Cameron's return may have awakened memories that Sharon tried to bury, leading to her unstable mental state. Memories of her toxic relationship with Cameron may have sent Sharon into turmoil, leading her to run away and seek refuge in a cheap motel, where she felt she could escape all the pressures of life. These flashbacks not only give the audience a better understanding of Sharon's current situation, but also hint at the events she went through in the past. Sharon is trying to deal with the pain she has suppressed for years, and Cameron's return only makes things worse. The audience will also see the return of two familiar characters, Jill Abbott and Amy Lewis. Jess Walton, who plays Jill Abbott, will return for some new scenes later this month, bringing new developments to her character. Jill has always been a strong character, and her return could have some big surprises in the story. The story of Sharon and Cameron Kirsten is more than just a confrontation between the two.